Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So in the previous video we have discussed about the pointer. So what is pointer, what is the use of pointer, and how I can assign the address of a variable inside one pointer variable. I have discussed about all these. We also have discussed about the double pointer, that means the pointer which can store the address of another pointer, that is called a double pointer. So we have discussed everything related to pointer in the previous video. So in this video today we are going to discuss about the concept of string. So what is a string? So first, suppose inside our computer program I just want to take or store suppose my name inside my program. So how I will take that my name inside our program inside our computer memory? So suppose I just want to store this program. This is one example of string. This is a string, that means all the character are there, and I just want to store this program inside our memory. So for that reason, to store this, what should be the data type? There is integer type data type available in C. We can just keep integer type value over there. There is float, that is for point value. We have character, we can store all character wise. So how I should able to store all these strings inside one memory? So for that reason we have to use the concept of array, because here inside C there is no special kind of data type that can store string type of data at the same time. So to store one string variable inside our computer memory, we have to use the concept of character array. So suppose this is one character array I have defined inside our program. So these are all the memory blocks that are available inside that array. And when I should keep this program inside our array, at that time in this way all the program will be stored. Now I have told you in all the previous video that when suppose I have just defined one variable, suppose one integer type variable I have defined. Suppose I have not assigned any kind of value over there. I have just write integer a, and in the next line if I print the value, at that time some garbage value has just been printed, because from before inside our C memory when I define any kind of variable, then some garbage value is assigned over there. And when I will assign any my needed value over there, suppose inside a I should keep 5, when I will assign 5 over there, at that time that garbage value will be replaced by that 5. So when I will not give or assign any kind of value over there inside our array, at that time all the value will be garbage value. Now when I will replace those with this program, at that time all this 6 to 7, this all block will be replaced by program. But all the next block, like here all the 5 block will not be replaced, because there is garbage value is present over there now also. So to understand that my string has ended over there, or that is the end point of our string, we will add one slash 0 over there. These all are garbage value, and we will add one slash 0 over there. With the help of this slash 0 we will be able to recognize that yes, our string has just ended over there in this point. So this is the breaking point. Before this breaking point, this is our entire string, and after this breaking point all the value is garbage value. So if instead of this program inside our memory I just want to store my C program, at that time this space will also take one block of code, and in this way my, then one space, then C, then another space, in this way string stored inside our memory, and at the end there is slash 0, because it will indicate that here is the end of our total entire string. So now I will go in the code blocks, and there I will show you how to handle or how to get the strings from the user, and everything I will discuss in the code blocks. So here inside code blocks, so this is one program of strings. So I will give the name suppose string.c. So first include the header file. So has include stdio.h, and then int main. This is the starting point of our program. Here suppose I just want to keep, suppose this is a string name program, and I just want to keep this program inside our computer memory. So how I should be able to store that? For that reason we have to define one character array. So for character array we have to define the data type, that is char, and the name of the array. So suppose I have give the name of the array str, and inside this bracket to define one array we have to give the size over there. Suppose the size is 10 over there, and after 10 I will just assign this program over there. So for that reason I will give bracket, and here we will give all the values. So in this way, I have keep all the like character inside this string variable. So here number of character is 7, and this 7 number of character is stored inside this 10 size of string. So if I just want to print all the strings, so here I will write one for loop, and here one integer type variable required. So int I, and then inside this for loop I will write I will be started from 0, and I less than equals to, it will go up to 6, 7 minus 1, and I plus plus. And in the next line we will suppose print the value, this is character, so percentile C, and then str and I, so it will print the whole string. If we compile this program, no error is there, run this again. Now program, the whole string is printed, because here the first value of I will be 0, and when it will print str0, at that time in str0 position P is there, in str1 position R is there. In this way it will print the whole string, that is the character array. So if I just want to take this from the user, so at that time what I should do, when I will just assign at the same time all the value over there, at that time this 10 is not needed. So at the class of array I discuss about that, because here in the same line I am assigning all the value over this string variable. So for that reason this size is not needed. So if we compile and run this again, it will also work fine. And now instead of this assigning the value in the same line, I just want to take one user input. So here I have to assign, give the value, so 50, and then I will take one string input. So take one string input, what we can do is that we will suppose here I will write first enter the string, and then we have to scan that. So scan it, inside here we have to give percentile s for string, and then we just want to store there inside this str, so ampersand str. So it will just collect the whole string. For integer we will give percentile d. If we want to just take one character, at that time we will give percentile c. And when I just want to scan the whole string over there inside this str array, at that time we have to give percentile s. So if we compile this program, no error, run this again, here I am entering the string, suppose program. So here you can see that program is printed. So instead of this program, if I give another string, now suppose here I am giving hello world. So if we run this, now only up to hello is printed, because here suppose here instead of 6 I am giving 50, it will 50, so 49 will be there. So all the string character, it is the total size is 50, so 49, up to 49 will be printed. If we compile and run, and if we give hello world over there one more time, again you can see that hello is printed, and here some like unusual value is printed. So these are all called garbage value. But now where this world go? When I take one string input through this percentile s, at that time that string only take the input up to the space. So here if we give, suppose here I am giving one random string, all the string value will be printed, it will take up to a k. But if at the time of running I just give one space over there, after space if we give, the string only take the input up to this space. Here you can see it's printing up to this space, so it only can take the input up to the space, this percentile s. So to remove this redundancy, suppose if I just want to give my name, at that time suppose this is my name is there, and when I will just give my name and as well as my surname, at that time one space is required. So inside this program, if I want to give the space, suppose AAA, then I just want to store BBB, this is totally one string. So at that time, instead of this scanning this value, we have to write one method, that is getS. And inside which memory I want to store that? Inside str. So I will just give str, and now if we compile and run, it will take all the space also, AAA, then BBB, suppose CCC, and if we run this, now you can see the whole string has taken by this getS method. And if suppose inside of this string I am just giving all the value, and then also it will take all the input. So what is the problem with this percentile s? Percentile s will take the input up to the space, but this getS method will take the input up to the end of line. That means when it will just encounter \n, at that time that getS method will be break, but it will take all the space also over there. So that is the way we can take one string input. So with the help of this getS method, and at the same time, if suppose here I want to assign suppose a over there, so at that time we can just give over there in this way. In this way we also can assign the string. Our C compiler will be able to recognize that this is one string. So instead of giving this total syntax, I can just directly give this string over there, and this string will take the input over there. So this is the way I can take one user input. So when I will just comment out this line and also this line, and if we print this string, it will also print AAABBB. So in this way we also can assign the value at the same time with this kind of invited comma. So now for printing this string, I am just assigning one for loop, and then inside this for loop I am printing one after another all the character of the string. So instead of using all these, what I can do, I can just simply write a method like putS, and inside this putS, if I just give the name of the character array, at that time it will also print the whole array. Suppose I am just making this visible and I am just deleting this line. I just want to take one user input. Compile and run, enter the string. Suppose here user input is hello world. So if we run this program, now you can see hello world is printed, because this getS method will take the input from the user. This putS method will print that whole string to the user. So in this way we can take the string from the user, and also we can print the string in the output screen. So suppose I am just deleting all these lines, and now I just want to show you about some methods that are available in string. So here, what is this hash include stdio.h? This stdio.h is a header file, and inside this header file all the printf method, all the scanf method, and all the getS method, all the putS method, all everything has written inside this stdio.h header file. And if I just want to perform some operation over there inside the string, at that time we have to include one more header file that is available in C, hash include string.h. So here we will give string.h, and with the help of this header file I can just perform some operation on our string. So how I should perform? So suppose here one character, and here the name of the string is suppose str1, and here I will assign suppose hello, and then there will be suppose one more character array, suppose str2, and here I will assign one another string that is suppose world. So here we will not give single invited comma, we have to give a double invited comma over there, and hello world. And now suppose I just want to know what is the length of this str1. Here the length is 5, and if through the program I just want to know the length of this string, at that time we have to give str len, and inside this function we have to pass name of the variable. So here we will pass str1. Suppose I just want to print that value, so I will just write printf and then %d and then strlen. Here we have to also close the bracket, and this is in statement, so I will return some value, suppose return 10. So it will print what is the length of this str1. If we compile and run this program, now you can see the length is 5. So instead of this hello, suppose here I am giving a lot of space, and then if we compile and run this program, now you can see that totally there are 25 characters there over there inside this str1. So in this way strlen can store the length of a string. So here suppose integer type 1 variable is there, so this is suppose length, and here I will store the length of string 2, so I will simply call strlen, then here I will just give the name str2. And if instead of this printing the whole thing, if I print length, at that time the length of this second string will be printed. So compile and run this program, the length of second string 5 is printed. And instead of this world, suppose here I am giving the whole hello world, so hello world. So if we compile and run this again, the whole string length will be printed, that is 11. So this way with the help of this strlen function we can calculate the length. There are also a lot of function available over there. Suppose here inside the first string I have keep hello world, and inside the second string I have keep nothing. So this is I have just declared. So here I will give, suppose the memory is 50, and then I will delete all those line over there. So I just want to suppose copy all the element of this str1 in str2. So at that time what I can do, so I am just commenting out this integer line, and then we have another function that is strcpy, and inside this strcpy we have to give two string name. So inside this str2 we have to copy all the value of str1. So that is the way by which we can just keep all the value of str1 inside str2. Now suppose if I print this str2, so at that time we have to like write put s. So put s, and here I will write str2, and then if we compile and run this program, now you can see hello world is printed. So if we not give this line over there, now str2 is blank. Now if we print str2, at that time nothing is printed, str2 is totally blank. But if we give this line, at that time all the value that is available inside this str1 will be copied to str2. So with the help of this strcpy function we can copy one string to another string. So this is one another useful function that is available inside the string.h. So if I just want to use this, at that time we have to include this header file. Suppose I am just making one comment over there, I am just not including this header file. So at that time this program will give us the error. So here you can see the error. Here you can see the error, because here what is telling that strcp is not recognized over there. So this is the error over there. That means here we also have to give the header file inclusion. So if we compile this again, so run this again, that expected answer is printed. So there is another method that I can just copy all the value over there inside this str2. I can just run one for loop. Suppose there for I will be started from like 0, so I is equals to 0, and I will suppose go up to where what is the length, the total length is 11. So here I will just give 11, and then I plus plus, and for all value of I, all the value of str1 will be copied to str2. So now I will give str2, and here we have to assign I equals to str1, and then also we have to give here I. Now all the element of str1 will be copied to str2 one after another. So if we compile this program, one error is there, I is not declared, so integer I. And then if we compile this again, no error, run this program, now you can see hello world is printed. So because all the value of this str1 is just stored over there inside 2 with the help of this for loop. So instead of using this for loop, we just can use this strcpy method. This will be more helpful. Now one another method that is available inside our string function, that is we can reverse a string. So I am commenting out this all. So how should I reverse one string? So here suppose the str1 is hello world, I just want to reverse this hello world. That means this h will go in the last index, this e will go in the second last index. So in this way if we just want to reverse this, so strrev is another function, and here we have to give the name of the function, so str1. And if instead of printing this str2 I just want to print str1, if we compile this program, no error, run this program, now you can see hello world is totally reversed. So this strrev function reverse one string. So I hope you can understand the full concept of string. There are a lot of method available inside this string, so you don't have to memorize all this method. When you will practice, you will remember automatically. So there are some method, strcpy is there, strlen is there, and strrev is there. These are the method available in string. Inside the string header file there are also a lot of another method is also there, but those are not so important. So I hope you can understand the full concept of C, how I can just able to store one string inside one character array. So if you face any kind of problem to understand any topic or concept, you can comment out your problem and I will help you. And if you are not my subscriber, please subscribe my channel to get all the notification and press the bell icon button. Thank you for watching this video.